There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective.
Those are big words. What about the polio? Can we talk about the?
Well, here's the problem.
Yes.
Here's the problem. The polio vaccine contained a virus called simian virus 40, SV40. It's one of the most carcinogenic materials that is known to man. In fact, it's used now by scientists around the world to induce tumors in rats and guinea pigs in labs. But it was in that vaccine. 98 million people who got that vaccine in my generation got it. And now you've had this explosion of soft tissue cancers in our generation that kill many, 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 many more people than polio ever did. So if you say to me that the polio vaccine was effective against polio, I'm going to say yes. And if you say to me, did it kill more people, did it cause more deaths than avert, I would say, I don't know, because we don't have the data on that.
The data Mr. Kennedy claims that doesn't exist can be found on the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia website. It states, polio vaccines used in the late 1950s and early 1960s were contaminated with a virus called simian virus 40, SV40, present in monkey kidney cells used to grow the vaccine. Subsequently, investigators found SV40 DNA in biopsy specimens obtained from patients with cancers, such as mesothelioma, osteosarcoma, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. However, several facts should be noted. SV40 was present in cancers of people who either had or had not received the polio vaccines that were contaminated with SV40. SV40 has not been present in any vaccine since 1963. People with cancers who were born after 1963, when SV40 was no longer a contaminant of the polio vaccine, were found to have evidence for SV40 in their cancerous cells. Epidemiologic studies do not show an increased risk of cancers in those who received polio vaccine between 1955 and 1963. Taken together, these findings do not support the hypothesis that SV40 virus contained in polio vaccines administered before 1963 caused cancers. The references supporting this data are listed on the website, including numerous studies that found no link between exposure to SV40 in polio vaccines and cancer incidence rates.